नमस्ते बच्चों, हमेशा खुश रहो बच्चों। Myself Om Prakash Kesvi, Faculty of Department of Mathematics under Faculty of Education and Methodology. Today I taught you group theory. The subject group theory is taught in BSc BEd PCM 6th semester student. These are the lesson planning. These are the step for planning a lesson which are already discussed in your first class. These are the components of a lesson plan. These are No, in group theory, I will see some definitions of group theory and one theorem on group theory. Today, I extend this topic to study the more theorems. In your last class, I will see the first theorem of the group theory, which are cancellation laws. And the theorem state that cancellation law holds good in a group. No, actually, cancellation law are of two types: left cancellation law and right cancellation law. And I already proved the left cancellation law in the last class. And the right cancellation proof of right cancellation law will leave for the exercise for the students. If anyone doesn't able to do that, then that's why I will prove this part of the theorem. Now again, take any three elements in G, B, X, Y, and Z, such that X O Y equals to Z O Y. X O Y equals to Z O Y. That means here we take cancellation law from the right side and cancel y. For cancelling the y, we take on multiplying both sides of the right on the right by y inverse. We have, since y is the element of a group, then it is a group, then there exists the inverse of y. That's why we multiply y on both sides. On multiplying both sides y inverse, we got x o y inverse equals to z o y inverse. Since A belongs to G, this implies that A inverse belongs to G. That means any element of a group has their inverse in that group. Therefore, we can use associativity of the in a group. Therefore, the x o y bracket will transfer to y of y inverse. Then we got x o y of y inverse and z o y of y inverse. Here we know that y of y inverse and will become E, the, because E is the identity element of a group G. Therefore, it will become XOE equals to ZOE, and also XOE equals to X and ZOE equals to Z by the property of identity element. Hence, we can say that the right cancellation law holds good in a group G. Therefore, finally, we say that hence, in the light of above discussion, cancellation laws hold good in a group G. Now, the next theorem is the uniqueness of the identity element. That means if I will see in the previous properties of the group existence of identity element, but the existence of identity element must be unique in any group. This is called second theorem, and the title of the theorem is uniqueness of identity. State and prove the identity element. Prove that the identity element in a group is unique. Prove that the identity element in a group is unique. Therefore, the statement is the identity element in a group is unique. We have to prove this one. For this, let G star be a group. Now, G star is an algebraic structure which follows some properties of all properties of the group. If possible, let E and E dash, E and E dash be the two identity elements exist in G. E and E dash be the two identity element in G. Now we have to prove that E equals to E dash. We have to prove that E equals to E dash. Now taking any element A belongs to G, and we already know that E is an element of G. Therefore, we can write A star E equals to E star A equals to A. It will become equation 1. Again, since E dash is be also an identity element of G, therefore we can also write A star E dash equals to E star A equals to E dash star A equals to A. Let the previous one will be equation 1, and this one will become equation 2. Now, using equation 1 and 2, we got A star E equals to A star E dash from the left side, and from the right side E star A equals to E dash star A. Because A and A are equal, therefore these two are equal. From this one, that means left side, left part, A star equals to A star E dash. From the left cancellation law, it will become E equals to E dash, and again from E star A equals to E dash star A, from the right cancellation law, it will become E equals to E dash. Therefore, we can directly write here E equals to E dash, and we can say in comment that by cancellation law in a group G. Hence, we can saw that the identity element in a group is unique. The identity element in a group is unique. Next one is the uniqueness of inverse. In this theorem, I will see the inverse of an element of a group is unique. The element of an element of a group is unique. That means here we prove that the inverse of an element of a group is unique. It states that the inverse of each element of a group is unique. Now we are going to prove this theorem. For this, let G ring sum be a group. Here we can change the notation. It may be star, it may be O, it may be ring sum, it may be multiplication, it may be anything, because it's an binary operation. It may be any binary operation. Let G ring sum be a group whose identity element is E. Whose identity element is E, because I already proved the uniqueness of identity element in a group G. Take any element A belongs to G. We have to prove that A inverse is unique. We have to prove that A inverse is unique. If possible, let A inverse equals to B and C. If possible, let us consider A inverse is not unique. Therefore, A inverse equals to B and C. Now, A inverse equals to B and A inverse equals to C. Now, taking both these things simultaneously, if A inverse equals to B, and we can write A ring sum B equals to B ring sum A equals to E. A ring sum B equals to B ring sum A equals to E, and again we can write A ring sum C equals to C ring sum A equals to E. Taking these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2, since E be the identity element of in G, therefore from 1 and 2 both are equal. Therefore from 1 and 2 both are equal. Therefore we can say that A ring sum B equals to A ring sum C, and B ring sum A equals to C ring sum A. Here, with the help of left cancellation law, B equals to C. When we cancel A from the left cancellation law, we got B equals to C. Here we cancel A from right cancellation, we got B equals to C. And finally, we can say that B equals to C from the cancellation law in a group G. Hence, the inverse of each element of a group is unique. Hence, we can say that the inverse of each element of a group is unique. Hence, prove the theorem QED. Quod ire demonstrandum. This session is powered by the digital version 2.0 Jyoti Performance University, and I hope all of you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will try to resolve it. Thank you for watching my this lecture video. Thank you.